Okay, that's all right. We're just kind of getting you warmed up. So as you go, you'll learn more.
And then 3.4.
Okay, 3.4. Oops. Pardon? Yeah. All right, so you think that one's good?
How about 5.2 and 5.4? Yeah.
Yep. All right.
Okay, then looking at the next one, we think anything having to do with the SEP would be checked to all of those boxes as far as the key results.
Okay. Put it over here.
Anything to do with the SEP for the next one would check all of the boxes for the key results and would include all of the ASIN standards and criteria because it's going to cover all of that.
You talk to her. I can hear her. My volume is on the left-hand side.
Anything to do with the SEP, so when you see updated their teams portion of the SEP, you would check all of the boxes for the key results. And we think that all of the, right beneath that one where we're just going down the column. Do you see? Okay, back on the action tracking document. And then where it says, where you see 3/4/2014, updated teams portion of the SEP,
Of the SPE.
the SPE.
It's right below the nursing program track.
It's right beneath, it's in the curriculum team, and it's right beneath the one that we just looked at. Yep, right beneath that. Yes.
Systematic program evaluation.
Yeah, that's that systematic plan for program evaluation. That's that big, thick document that I think you probably have access to download as well.
But don't.
But don't do that right now. We're just looking at the standards. So that includes all of this information, though, in more detail in how we meet each of the criteria. So we're putting all for under the orange part at the top, down in the categories are the orange part at the top, and we're just putting all for that one.
I'll show you the categories.
Okay, Patty's showing you the categories. Can she make two screens or anything like that?
All right.
Yep, and so we think that anything that has to do with the SEP or the SPE is going to involve all of those standards and criteria. So we just wrote all straight across.
So then you naturally agree, don't you?
We got you over a barrel.
Is that an ongoing one?
Yep, and that's ongoing. So then we'll go down to 4/1/2014, right underneath that. Presented version of the part-time nursing track. PPT offered feedback. Team will revise part-time track and bring back to PPT for review at a future date. Now, that should be the same as the one that was above it 2 times ago. Shouldn't it?
Yep.
So it'll be 1.1, 3 point.
Action in progress.
Did you
Okay.
go ahead and hang up?
Yep, actions in progress.
Yep,
And what X's go in there?
all of them.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Okay.
Okay, so team presented document called part-time track over 8 terms for faculty input and are awaiting a response from BARD regarding the part-time track. Now we better look under administrative something.
Oh, yeah.
So look at standard 1 and see if any of those fit.
Mm-hmm. Committees, that's our students are out. I think we'll put 1. Continues to be applicable. I think we'll put like 1.
Oh, we're on the next one here.
No. 1.1 and 1.8.
The rest are the same?
I think the rest will probably stay the same.
So what?
3.4 and 5. 5.2 and 5.
And then up above, Heather, we had also said 3.4, 5.2, and 5.4, so we're thinking they apply here as well. Okay. Should we go to reviewed library holdings and are looking at options for electronic options to better meet student needs?
I saw that as being under the key results as being helps course completion, but they have library holdings that were current, would increase student satisfaction and also reduce costs if we could get some more online options.
Okay, so we only had 2 checks. You're going to add 3?
Yeah, I added the third one.
Could be. It could be under any of the standards, and that's what we're just looking through all of them right now to see where we think they fall.
She could maybe focus on that 5 and 6.
you wanna look at standards 5 and 6, Stacy's kinda looking at 1 and 2, and I'm looking at 3 and 4. If you wanna look at 5 and 6, and then see if any of those apply specifically. You wanna take a look at 3.4, do you think that applies?
Should be a lot of under resources for her, under 5.
5? Okay.
5.3 in? 5.3
Oh,
in?
yeah, 5.4 for sure.
Okay.
Well, we can put all of them. Are you thinking? I don't know that we're providing fiscal service.
Well, let me see.
Oh, we are though.
We are.
We have electronic options and we don't have to purchase them. And the students don't have to make copies.
How does it say fiscal resources? That sounds like we're giving them a bag of money.
I'm gonna be a student.
But it's saying fiscal resources are sustainable and sufficient to ensure that we have what we need. But we're not really affecting that, are we? I think 3 and 4 for sure. You guys decide.
I think 3 and 4 for sure also.
What about 4.11? Oh, wait. No, that's not the one. 4.12.
I think it's good.
Okay, let's go to the next page. Flip her over. New semester report form to replace current end of course summary form. Lead instructors complete form updated with fall 2013 program outcomes.
So that was done.
How come? Okay, there's no. Oh, that's completed.
Yeah.
So do we need to check any of the boxes for the?
Yeah, we should.
For the key results?
Yeah. And I didn't have any before. So that it would affect course completion? No. End of course summaries. That would relate it to what?
Well, I guess it would be course completion.
Yeah.
I think that's all.
I think that's it too.
Do we have to
I
do ACE and standards then?
probably. It's a new semester report form, so there's something to do with it's just reporting, but it would be with our systematic evaluation 6 probably. That form allows us to do that.
So it would be 6.1 for sure.
Yeah.
6.2 for Should we just list it?
I think that's it. I think so. Okay. All right, what's the next one?
Okay, so I want to share the student completion time study. Of the evaluation stuff, isn't it?
I put course completion.
It's a study they did to see how many students completed the course within the 6 semesters they were supposed to.
150% of the time. If you've heard that phrase,
Probably not, yeah.
meaning 6 semesters, meaning that, normally it would take 4 semesters, but our goal is that they at least complete it within 6. So we did a time study on that. It's completed. Yes. Well, now that.
74
Now we
point,
gotta study why, that leads us to a lot more questions, I guess.
seven,
Not so good.
74.25 overall, I think it was.
74.25 overall,
And our benchmark is 75.
and our benchmark is 75. And it, some of the cohorts were specifically, lower,
Challenged.
yeah.
Okay, so
Well, now we're looking under outcomes for one thing. Yeah.
yeah, 6.12. Yeah, 6.1 and 6.2.
Well, now it says shared the student completion time, so 6.2 is shared with communities of interest.
Okay.
I don't know who is interested. No, but I mean, we haven't shared it with like the advisory team yet,
No.
or anybody like that, have we?
No, so what do you think?
I don't think we should.
I don't
We need
No.
a definition of what community of interest is.
That's in the cell.
You're thinking that the faculty are interested?
Some.
Yeah, I know some are, I'm kidding.
Depends on the day.
So 6.1, 6.2?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's ongoing.
Yeah.
Decreasing cost.
It should be the same. Should be both. I probably fell asleep at the wheel there.
So there should be an X in course completion and in decreasing cost for the key results.
And I'll show you those key results. Right here.
Patty's bringing those up.
That's the college goals.
So 6.1 and 6.2 again?
Mm-hmm.
program outcome surveys. I don't know, course completion. What are we gonna check for that?
Can we just have another box where things just don't fit?
Well, sometimes it doesn't fit, you know, it's just something that we
This is
do.
one of those, it's just an informational.
Program outcome surveys would be given, yeah. But the outcome survey itself would fit the categories of the ACE and standards, but not anything else. So then that was something that was completed but is also ongoing, but I'm going to put completed for this semester.
I think it also has to do with, does that have to do with instructor eval or course eval?
Which one are we looking at?
Program outcome.
Are we still on program outcome summary?
Yeah, surveys, program outcome surveys, so is that satisfaction survey?
Yes.
Course evaluation tools?
Yeah.
How come we call them program outcome surveys?
Well, that's different than the course evaluation
That's
tools.
what I'm wondering.
It's a college, the program outcomes, if they met the outcomes or not.
That's the last survey they take in any program they have here, right?
Yeah. So that should fit in that 6 category somewhere.
Just 6, or do you think?
Well, there might be other ones. But the outcomes, the standard 6 is listed as outcomes. And that's specifically 6.1.
Yep, we're still there. 4.7.
Yeah.
So.
Right. And that would be course complete. No, it fits 6.1. I think 6.1 is listed there as program outcomes. I think 6.1 and 2. I'm going to fist fight her over it.
Okay.
What do you think? 6.1 and 2? Or just 2?
I think it's 6.2 because that's talking about the location and date of completion.
Okay.
And proficiency and informed decision making. I struggle with it totally because when I read this, it's just telling me that we're going to give it at that time. It doesn't tell me we're doing anything with it. It's just telling me we're giving it.
All right, so then let's take the 6.1 off.
I really think it's just an information thing. It doesn't give us any.
But there's always a reason you're doing it. You know.
I know, but then you're reading more into it than we've got written.
All right.
Here. I mean, then we need to clarify what we've got written down.
We
or
can.
We need to add over in the rationale.
We could do that.
Column.
We could do that.
Yeah. That would, just like in nursing process.
Yes, it is, isn't it? Okay, so are we still going to leave 4.7 and 6.2?
What about 6.1 then?
Why? We have that. That's what that is.
Yeah, because this is what it all hinges on, and that's where we define everything specifically and how we're meeting that.
It is. The survey is to see if the students have met the program outcomes. They're supposed to assess themselves by meeting those outcomes. Right?
And that's part of our systematic
And that's part
eval.
of our. evaluation.
Okay, so,
Okay, the next one talks about me.
yes,
Why is my name on there specifically?
because you're working on that college evaluation team.
No, this is the evaluation they do at the end of their 2 years of college. It's the last one they do before they graduate. Their survey, yep, and they determine if they think they met our program outcomes or not.
I took your name out, Jan.
No, that's okay, because it's down below too. Other
Okay.
people are named, and they have been before Leo was named and stuff.
Okay.
We may not specifically address every one of those, but we are looking at the program outcomes and student learning outcomes and their graduate competencies. I don't know if we address the ACE and standards on that. I don't think we can.
Mm-mm.
But I think especially when it's talking about minimum of 3 years of data, I think that ties it back to
So,
to the
the
stuff
speed.
and to our accreditation
The
and
speed.
to our student satisfaction and how that all ties in with their success.
All right, should we, so I've got, do you want 4.7 in there? Okay, and anything for rationale on that one before we leave?
Simple Scarlet, but it's gonna need some.
All right, I'll just
And
put
it'll, when we
asterisk
get to
in
the
there.
completed, we'll do that.
Okay, that sounds good. All right, so now we're on to the one that you're,
So we're working on the college evaluation. Tool to develop nursing course eval. What we're mainly doing there is just trying to correlate our eval with the college eval to make sure that we're meeting all of our requirements for accreditation and for the SEP. So
I stopped entering at that point. So.
yeah, we have a face-to-face, we have a online, we have a clinical. We have 3 different evaluation tools, and the faculty that worked on them did it using a whole bunch of research, and it's all documented. But then the college also has an evaluation tool, and that's something, it's on our agenda to work on this summer to finish up. But we were looking at the tools to see if the criteria was being met with the college tool, or, because we can't change that. We can add to it, but we can't change the college tool. And otherwise students have too many things to fill out and we're not getting good return on it. So we're trying to. Correct. So where does it fall as far as, do you think to increase student satisfaction? I think any kind of an evaluation tool we're looking at, that's our goal.
Okay.
So Yep. Probably like 6.2. That's the only one I'm seeing. I don't know. Anybody else?
How about anything to do with curriculum as far as evaluation tools? There's like 4.6 and 7. Because you're doing interprofessional collaboration.
I feel like it's talking more about the student needing
Oh, I see. How about the next one? This is more of a course eval, isn't it? No, it's just faculty eval. How about under faculty? Is there anything there?
That's what we got so far.
I'm looking at 2.9, systematic assessment of faculty performance, demonstrates competency.
Yeah, I think that
program goals
fits.
and outcomes.
Yeah.
Ooh, I got one.
Yay.
2.9.
Okay.
Yep.
Yes, that's what these are, these course eval tools.
That's the course.
Yeah, I think so for this one specifically.
Okay.
All right, moving on. Monitoring end of course report completion and placement on Division H drive. Now again, I don't think that needs anything.
That's
up
an
above.
informational thing, so I don't think. Although course report completion, you're doing that data collection again to make sure that it's accurate and that it's available to, so I think it does relate to standard 6 as part of your systematic.
It would if everybody turned them in.
It really would be helpful, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I know. They're
One
going to
more
be sorry.
reminder, come on.
Each drive is a college-wide space cloud that you can store a bunch of information, and we all have access to. Limited access. No.
No, not right now, but we'll have to show you how to get in there because there's stuff, you can find all the team meeting minutes and there's some things in there that you need to access for student advising.
Okay, so do you think anything fits under there?
We're monitoring, we're looking at them.
How about 6.2 then?
Yeah, but are we making adjustments within the curriculum after we look at them?
No, we're just storing them on the H drive, just storing them.
If that's all, then we don't have to
How
do.
about 6.3? Then they're shared with communities of interest.
There we go.
I mean, that would only be on the faculty.
Yeah, but that would be a community of interest, we think.
Probably for that one. Or is there any, you hit what?
6.2, right? 6.2 and 3. What was it? We haven't moved from the monitoring end of course report.
On the H drive.
Okay, I think that's it.
Okay, so 6.2 and 6.3, we're going with?
We're going with it. All right.
Okay, you trust us.
Okay, and then that next one is the same thing as we did before. I'm going to copy and paste for that next one. Next one is just repeat.
2.9, 6.2?
Yep. And course completion, student satisfaction. Okay, and then we have this one we've had before too. This was the actual application of that completion of that time study of what they did with the data.
Well, look at that. Okay, so evaluating the time study. 6.2.
Okay. Is it ongoing or action? It should be ongoing, isn't it? Okay. And that would be course completion.
6.1, because it talks about program outcomes. 6.4.2.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You didn't be able to find anything else in the standards?
Hopefully it's in about research and stuff that we don't.
And that's what we had up above too.
Okay, submitted hours required for committees to work on the SAP. We completed that?
Yes. It was done by, are we on the evaluation committee? No.
Yes. The SAP, the
Systematic
systematic plan for program evaluation.
It used to be called systematic evaluation plan. Now it's systematic.
It's a great, she has an attachment, an email, right, for the SAP?
Yes, systematic evaluation plan.
You've got a great, you've got a, attachment to download it. It's several pages, it's probably
60.
60 pages.
It's been changed.
It is SPE because it's systematic plan for program evaluation, but it used to be systematic evaluation plan. So that's how we started calling it the SAP.
We're going to call it the SPE. We're going to call it the SPE. SPE.
I think under our submitted hours required for committee work, I think that we have some understanding to that makes it. What would be the number utilization, maybe I'm gonna find two more. The number of full-time faculty is sufficient to ensure that student learning outcomes and program outcomes are achieved.
What one was that?
2.5.
Okay.
The number utilization and credentials of staff and non-nurse faculty within the nursing education unit are sufficient to achieve program goals and outcomes. That's 2.7.
Okay.
That sounds right? Acceptable?
Sounds good. It doesn't really meet the satisfaction of students or reduce, does it reduce costs? No.
No increases.
Yes, it does, unfortunately. And course completion, does that affect it? Okay. And that is an ongoing thing?
Well, we're talking
No,
about the setting,
completed.
it could be all four of those areas, quite honestly.
Yeah, you're right.
But we're talking about the hours.
We're talking about the hours that we
Yeah.
need.
Committee work. So are you saying none of those? Or are you saying?
College outcomes are student-based, right?
Yeah,
And this is a
faculty thing.
So none of those.
I don't think any.
satisfaction.
Yeah, and we're important too.
Oh, so leave that check where it is.
Well, we are a stakeholder, staff and faculty are
Yeah,
stakeholders as
So
well.
leave that where it is.
Yep, I think it should be there. So increased satisfaction.
Okay, and then 2.5 and 2.7.
Okay.
Created a course lead job description to be reviewed by the alternative delivering curriculum teams for feedback. Finalized document will be forwarded to Barb.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah,
We did do
already.
that.
Where's that lead?
You read them off to me when you find it. It's under the actions, I think.
Yeah, so minimum standard 2.6 and 2.8.
Is that right?
And increased satisfaction.
Where'd you find that?
Under red.
Onto the computer?
Oh,
And would that be,
in the yellow.
okay.
What did you ask, Heather? We submitted that. We created, kind of what the responsibilities were, and then it was, forwarded to Barbara. Kind of, I think, so it was clear what the responsibilities were for anybody that was in a lead position. And then also just to, kind of verify too how much time that takes for faculty to be a lead. So that was already, that has been sent to Barbara, and we're thinking it's 2.6 and 2.7.
7 or 8?
I raised, did I say 7?
No, she said 8 before.
2.6 and 2.8 should be.
Okay, good.
Good deal.
Yeah, these bring down, I could have said 7.
I don't know.
And then I copy and pasted for the next one.
I think osmosis is.
I
Okay.
copied and pasted for the next one because we were still working on a college-wide team.
So the boxes that you're checking are course completion and increased satisfaction?
Yep, 2.9 and 6.2.
Okay. All right. Barb is invited to attend evaluation team meeting to discuss issues with Viroqua campus cohort.
So there should be something between mission and governance there.
Well, it's probably the same as evaluating student completion times.
How about anything under mission governance? So she's being included, we're all being included in the decision making.
1.8, nurse administrator has authority and responsibility for development and administration of program and adequate time and resources to fulfill responsibilities.
Like? What?
What issues? Oh, they're all taken care of now that you're here. Never mind. Well, then you must know the issues. Well, in April. April 1st. I think it had to do with that, when they were studying the cohorts and the completion time in the 6 semesters, there was a lower rate for like some of the cohorts, Black River Falls and Viroqua. And a lot of the reasons that students were completing in that 150% time was because of personal reasons. And so one of the things that the evaluation team was looking at was the availability of counselors at the regional learning centers. So that was kind of the crux of this, I think, specifically. Yeah, standard 1.
Anything else? How about student under the support services?
be applicable for the Clark campus, I think, but I don't think we have tapped into the outside resources of the North campus to help out,
No.
right?
But it would meet the other ones. We could probably still list it.
But we're just talking about the North campus here.
Oh.
The action was taken on it because she did come to the meeting.
She did?
So which one are you on, Heather? We said 1.8. Are you on another one?
How about 1.2?
Going.
I think my computer died, huh? Yeah, my computer, my laptop was in a bag and I think it just died.
Sounds like aliens were landing.
I think
Somebody's
1.2.
got gas, we're not telling.
It's always the person that says it that did it, you know?
I think number 1, 2 is right, because it's, yeah, 1.2 is
1.2.
ensuring
Take that out of
representation.
No, she'll enjoy it. There's no need to worry.
But, there was no opportunity for student representation.
No, but that's the
That's
second
what
part of
we're-
that.
Nurse faculty and.
Nurse administrators working together.
Okay, so,
All right. Yeah, they did have to tell you that they had issues, personal issues. Of why they
Made
didn't
that up.
complete.
we did kinda.
Computer's got gas. His diet's gone stale.
Okay, so
1.2,
1.2 and 1.8?
and satisfaction and completion. And act A for action. All right.
Okay. Reviewing information provided by end of course student survey. Okay, that is that end of, yeah, that's just the course eval, isn't it?
Yeah. Did we have anything like that up above?
Then we have the college.
There's a program outcome survey. Oh yeah, that would be your college evaluation team, the one, but you're in the main one.
Yeah.
It'd be the same as that one, wouldn't it?
Which one?
It'd be the same as the one where Jan's working with the college evaluation team.
Would be?
Course evaluation
No,
tool.
reviewing information provided.
Divided by that.
Which one?
6.
Ooh. Well, we're just reviewing it, we're not sharing it yet. So maybe 6.2?
Yeah.
And there might be something else under faculty or students too.
The systematic assessment of faculty performance demonstrates competencies and consistent with program goals and outcomes.
Yep.
Yeah. What number is that?
2.9.
2.9.
more about the student learning outcomes versus the faculty evaluation or the course evaluation?
That's my take on it. I think that's more to do with the students.
So you did say 2.9, right?
2.9 and 6.2.
Okay. Okay.
The team is creating a nursing program history that includes key changes that have occurred over time. Will be distributed to all faculty members for input on any changes or additions to the document. What the heck's that?
That's like saying when we hired new faculty, when we changed to ATI testing program, when we, added a new cohort and all those changes that have happened over time.
So
Rose.
the eval team's doing that?
Rose is doing that on the eval team.
Let's put Rose down
Well, it's kind of everybody though.
there. Okay. I'm on the eval team and I didn't know.
Me too.
All right,
Okay,
then
so what key
I'll put Rose.
results is that meeting? Any? Or is that just information again?
Well, it would help to look at the systematic plan of evaluation because you're looking at changes in the program that may have affected your outcomes or your whether the students were successful or not.
So it would be student satisfaction.
Yeah.
Included on there.
Yeah.
It would be course completion would be in there.
Yeah.
It would also increase enrollment if we made changes that made it easier to get in.
And decrease cost.
And decrease cost if that's all you want.
Okay.
But would that be? They're just gathering the history to see if they're
That's
changing.
just an informational thing too. I mean, if you're looking at it, creating a history that includes changes.
So that the history itself probably wouldn't do anything to those categories. It's what they do with the data that might.
And we're not even looking at the data, we're just
Get the information.
Just writing it down.
So is there anything else?
So where does that fall?
I still think
6.2.
6.2 and then explain it at the end. What?
Say what? Which one are you on, Heather? Yeah, the team is creating a nursing program history. So what Rose is doing, she's just kind of creating a document like about when we implemented ATI and when, what else, Patty? New
Oh,
staff are
when
hired?
new staff are hired and when there's
When Ramona left?
there's a couple asterisks after that. No, like when we added a new cohort, we started the.
When we've added additional faculty then?
Yeah, well, and also like when the Black River Falls Fast Track started and.
when online classes start.
Right,
That kind of thing.
all that kind of
When
thing.
skills increase to 16,
Yep,
that kind of information.
so that they can look at the effect it may have had on student completion.
Okay, so that clarify it for you, Heather? Okay, so it's just like a history taking thing.
Do anything to, we can just put a star by that to explain it or not?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just information gathering now.
even done anything with it, and we probably won't. I think we're just gonna use it as a reference, aren't we, in case we need to decide
Probably.
something?
Yeah, they may look at it as, we'll see.
Because there were certain, I think if accreditation, when they come, they might ask those things, and then that way we have that information available, so.
One whole page done.
Yes, we
One whole
did, and one a difficult page at that.
Front and back, okay.
The next side is going to be faster.
Really?
Next page, yes, because it's SNA and SFLG, and
Oh,
some of those
maybe
things are really
that's
going to be
all that
simple.
Okay, student ambassadors.
I have that as completed and increased course completion because they can help students and increase satisfaction for students for rewarding activities.
I'm just thinking, this isn't about this at all. I think from this point on, when we have our meetings, that each team should be responsible for writing in what
I was,
ACM standard they're looking at.
we were talking about that, and Sally and I and Barb were all talking about it at different points of, because I do the tracking, so I'd like to have it simple for me to track and not have to go running around asking people, but to put it right on the meeting minutes, and they would check the category and put the standard number in there, and it would be done as we go. So then it would just be me entering it, would be a lot easier.
It was just a lot more.
Oh, yeah, going back and doing it is, yeah, it's a lot harder. Yeah, that would be great if we could get to that point.
But then will these people that own these committees or these groups, are they responsible for that themselves then?
Yes, and that would be what they would bring to the meeting to report.
Okay. All right, let's start in then. Blackboard site added with student ambassadors' names, program expanding to online.
Okay, so I put completed. That was already done, and I put this whole student ambassador program improves course completion because the ambassadors can help the students and be a resource for them.
That's your rationale?
That's my rationale. And it also increases satisfaction of the students. You don't have to agree with that. I'm open to change.
Sounds good to me.
And as far as the categories go, it would be a resource, I thought. Probably something for students. 5.3 possibly. And it's been going online, so it could be 5.4. What do you think?
Works for me.
Okay.
How about,
Shouldn't it be 5.4?
Because they're putting it online as well. It's being added to the online. They're going online with it.
But that's what 5.3 says, comprehensive, current, and accessible.
Okay, but then the next one says learning resources are sufficient to meet the needs of the faculty and students engaged in alternative methods of delivery. If you don't think it fits?
how about 1.2? 1.2 says the governing organization and nursing education unit ensure representation of the nurse administrators
Yes.
and nurse faculty and governance activities opportunities exist for student representation.
Absolutely. It fits that for every category. Okay, what do you think? What was it?
It would, well, you could classify it as a student service.
What's alternative methods of reviewing?
Going online or blended?
Blended? So how does that apply to?
Because they're putting it online. Program expanding to online, it says. If you don't think it fits, we don't need it. Put it, 5.3 works for me.
Oh, they are?
Want to just put 5.3? Okay, that's fine. No problem.
And did you say 5.4 then, or just 5.3?
Just 5.3, if that's what you're comfortable with, that's no problem. So we've got 1.2 and 5.3, and she's looking at 3.4. I think that might work.
Under the respondus left-on browser. You have to be under the respondus left-on browser for this.
Alrighty. Efforts to promote student ambassadors program continue.
Sharon will post a presentation. So I think that still fits 1.2, everything that goes on with it.
That to me is 3.4.
Okay.
That's something they can access and
Online.
learn from in an alternative way.
Yeah. The reason we looked at that one for the one above it was because the program was expanding to online. All right, so do you want to put it as a learning resource, or is anything with the learning resources and technology or selected with faculty input? No.
Were you reading?
And 5
5?
doesn't really fit, does it? Accessible to faculty and students. I think it fits 5.3.
Yeah, I think so. Do you think so, Heather? 5.3? 1.2.
Yep, I think that's going to fit every one of these.
Okay. Okay,
So just 5.3?
okay.
So will you,
Yeah, or something, yeah, some type of presentation. Yeah, I think, yeah, because then there's, yeah, I agree.
what's that?
Okay,
So what are you saying?
3.4 and 5.3 for that one.
Okay.
Okay, recruiting, graduation, recognition course for students who participate.
Res-
Okay, maybe that's 1.2 again.
Yeah.
Do you think? So trying to get more students recruited to be student ambassadors by getting the graduation recognition course. Yeah, they got to have them, they had them this year. Were you at Pinning? They called them up to get their cords there, and then they could wear them for graduation with their gowns. I think 1.2.
Okay.
Um, oh,
Yeah. I think that fits the other ones too. 1.4?
yeah. Do you think then we need to add that to the other ones above it? Kinda, yeah. I mean,
They make their own decisions and plan their activities.
they might offer some feedback. You know, they can't change any rules or anything, but they can certainly, offer feedback.
Which one is that?
What number is that?
Yeah, I do think that 1.3 fits.
I don't know, I'm not sure about the decision-making part, then I think
Yeah.
we're getting more into the administration.
Oh, yeah, you might
And
be
a lot
right.
of this, you know, really has to do with, like, the associate dean, and
Yeah,
we
you're right.
gotta be careful how we apply it.
So let's go back to what we were doing. Is 1.4 fit? Yes. Yes. So
I
one.
think 1.4 fits for that one.
Does it fit for the one up above to the Blackboard site? I think 1.2 is the only one. I think she's right.
Yeah.
But they do have, they can't make a policy change if they offer feedback, but they don't make the policy change themselves, but their feedback goes back to the PPT to make decisions. Or back to Shar, who's in charge of it. So there is a way for them to be involved in the governing of it.
I think we're okay with 1.2, but maybe not 1.4 then.
Yeah. I agree.
Well, partnerships that exist promote excellence. Well, then where does it fall?
And maybe it would fit better under student faculty liaison would be number 1.4. Or I mean 1.3.
Well, I think if we put some rationale and just put that the feedback goes back to PPT for discussion and possible changes.
Okay.
Do you think then it would be safe to put it? I don't see anything under students really that we. But that's
Policy.
not this group either. I think, let's maybe put 1.2 and 1.4 question mark, and then just put in that last column where you've got, rationale and evidence. Just feedback goes back to PPT for discussion and potential changes. And then you know, cause somebody else is probably gonna look at this besides just us, right?
Yeah.
So let's just keep going.
Is that 1.4 on both?
No, just that one.
Okay. And then nothing, no other categories on this one?
1.2 and 1.4.
And that's it?
Yeah, I don't see anything else that really applies either. Okay, so recruiting new members, plan to offer information during orientation in the future. Hmm. I don't know, I think the same thing again.
I do too, it's just a recruitment thing.
Whether or not it applies or not, but.
We can always get feedback from Shar.
Let's put a question mark, 1.2, 1.4 question mark, and then, yeah, Shar might have to contemplate that further.
I'll highlight those. Okay.
We can't really, Stacy stepped out for a second. We can't really find a place where
They fit really well.
you know, they don't really have any governing authority. But it doesn't fall under students, it doesn't fall under curriculum, it doesn't fall under resources, I don't think.
So we'll get feedback from Shar.
Yeah, I mean, it is a student resource to a certain extent to have a ambassador, but I don't see.
It is a learning resource as well because they have I mean, it's an option for them for a way to study.
Yeah, but then you're talking about money, it doesn't cost anybody. Not do they, Patty, do they earn money?
Ambassadors, no.
No, just the student nurses do. But I think let's skip out of that. I can't bear the burden of it. We'll have to talk to Shar about that. I think that's getting more into the
SNA.
curriculum.
Let's move on.
Yeah, I don't know. It's tricky, I think. Sufficient to ensure the achievement of the student learning. Yeah, I don't think it's. Okay, all students are invited by email to participate in student-faculty liaison. Okay.
Well, okay, there was an issue because they had no participation, so there's one of those rationale things.
Oh.
This ends up was an action because there was zero participation at the first meeting.
Oh, okay. Well, my students were there, but the meeting didn't exist. That's the very first one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then.
Well, and they're on Monday afternoon, we have clinical Monday.
Right.
Yeah, and then when they were changed to Wednesday at 4:30 or whatever, my students were like, I think a lot of them were working or something. Well, no, they were driving.
Yeah, but anyway, they needed more participation and it didn't happen, so they wanted to address it and try to make it more convenient for all students and.
Okay.
All right, so.
We didn't have one that said something about notifying students when there's changes.
Yeah.
Changes in policies, procedures, and program information are clearly and consistently communicated.
3.3. Let's leave it at that. Student survey created and distributed to gather info from students regarding optimal times, barriers to participating in student faculty liaison. Faculty will invite student feedback on student advising day.
I think 1.2. All these things, all of these activities relate to 1.2, to giving them an opportunity to be part of the feedback process.
I agree.
And I think they're all related to student satisfaction, for being included.
What about the results of the student survey were shared? With who? PPT?
Yes.
So,
Evaluation findings shared with community of interest.
That'd be good. What number is that?
6.3?
You know, that's part of the reason that it's good to do it. All right, so what number is that? 6.3. Seems like there's...
Conference held with Sharon, Cindy, and student representatives. Maybe 1.2 again?
Yeah.
Now, that telephone thing, that might be some
Technology.
technology that needs.
Yes. Resources. Number 5. 5.2. 5.3.
3.9?
Okay.
I don't know.
What do you think?
That's what distant education, that might not be so.
How about that? Those
3.4.
How about 1.3? Inside the program process.
yes, that's good. 1.3 should be for all of them.
Well, maybe that's the one we were looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does that be in all of them? 1.2 and 3? Yes.
Where are we?
There's no place like home.
You've had a long day and you still know where you are. Tomorrow?
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, man.
It won't be that long of a drive, I don't think, for you. Takes me, no, It doesn't take me that long when I'm coming from Genoa. Yeah. On the way home I do. I do on the way home.
Sparta.
From Sparta or from Westby? Oh, maybe 40 minutes.
I think 3.3.
5 miles.
3.3 and 3.4.
It's 20 minutes from my house to Roseville.
We two don't live together, obviously.
So you got something like that?
I don't know. I'm kinda confused now, where we put that 1.3. I hate to say it.
I put it under all categories because everything they're doing is trying to make it so that there's a community for them to
Copy
participate in.
doesn't fit here. Right, copy doesn't fit inviting them by email.
Okay,
Because we're just inviting them by email. We're not doing, we're not.
okay.
So I added it to, the 12-3-13 recruiting graduation recognition course. Does it go there? No,
But
doesn't go there.
I don't think so.
See, we can't just be adding it willy-nilly to all of
No,
them.
we're just adding it to the student faculty.
Just student faculty liaison.
Oh, I added it.
You're up for the ambassador.
Holy smokes. What's going on here?
We were wondering the same thing, Jan.
Okay, not the email one. Okay. Results of survey shared, we just have the 6.3. Does that go,
It would go,
goes there,
for 1.3.
2 and 1.3.
goes there too.
I think it fits under all of them because that's what the whole purpose of that group is.
Okay. Recruitment of new members, new ways to inform students. Goes there.
Yep, I think so.
Okay. And on the 2-4-14, you got 1, 2, and 1, 3 also.
Let me look. 1, 2, and 1, 3 there as well.
Okay, anything else under student faculty liaison? Or on any of the others?
Yeah, let's look and see if there's anything else that fits under student.
We're looking at, well, kind of at all the categories under student faculty liaison. We've got 1.2 and 1.3 in all of the categories, except the top one that's in blue. And then we've got 6.3 for the 11-5-13. So now we're looking to see if there's any other ones to fill in there.
What? Recruitment of new members?
We did under student ambassadors. One point two and 1.4
For which one?
for recruiting new members.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we could add 1.4.
We had 1.3 as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Good catch on that.
Okay, I think 6.3 on the 2-4-14, discuss student impression of how current semesters are going.
Okay.
6.3 is evaluation findings are shared with communities of interest.
Yep, that sounds good.
So now let's see, let's read the top, that outcome. Program evaluation demonstrates that students and graduates have achieved the student learning outcomes, program outcomes. Ooh, I don't think that goes. You read the top part.
Yeah, but that's under standard 3. We're looking at 6.
I know, read
Oh.
the top, the outcome. That's talking more about.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think that should come off of there.
I think that's more the final.
I think it's
Yeah, I
more
think it's
about
more of
the
evaluation of their
program
success.
specific, sharing what we know about. So that shouldn't go under any of them.
I think that's it. The section under 3 was iffy. I thought there was a couple that might work. Student services 3.4. It doesn't really fit. Student services, it's not really a service. All right.
Let's tell those folks that maybe they just wanna review those and we were those are hard to figure.
They are.
And non-specific. Okay, so that PM1, PM4, ADN1, that can all be crossed off, right?
Yes, I took that out.
Okay, so we're down to Student Nurse Association, upcoming blood drive, wellness fair, blood drive fundraiser. Information.
This one's going to be pretty standard too, I think,
I think that's just information.
yeah.
I don't even think the key results are, well, I suppose you can say student satisfaction.
I think so. I think anything to do with this, with the SNA, is student satisfaction.
How about partnerships that exist to promote excellence in nursing education and enhance professional benefits community?
Yeah, what number is that?
1.4.
As a winner.
Okay, and yeah, we are benefiting the community by giving blood.
And the wellness fair too.
Yeah.
One, because they participated in that. So 1 point. So they had a.
I think 1.4 for that too, just we're enhancing
Professionalism. I don't think it fits 5.1.
I don't know, you said 5.1?
5.1 is a fiscal resource.
Yeah, there's no money exchanger.
Mm-mm. I think 1.4 fits them all, doesn't it?
I'm looking for something that benefits the community. Do we
Well,
have something that
yeah,
benefits
1.4
community?
said benefits community. How about 1.2 though for new officer elections, representation,
Oh yeah. Yep.
student representation? Yeah, that's a good one. That might work for more of them too. Let's see, good student attendance at BSN completion information meeting. What's that? BSN completion information. Oh, okay. Upcoming blood drive, SNA convention, and fundraising activities.
1.4 goes in that one.
I think it
Maybe
does.
1.2.
You think it does? It doesn't.
I think 1.4 fits for sure.
I think 1.2.
Good representation.
Anything that they're doing for the community is good.
Which number? Ah. I don't know what that process is myself.
I don't either, but that's. But if we look at the thing above, does it fit that overall? Does it fit in the overall standard up above? I don't, maybe it does. But it's our program processes. I think it's just like I think it's not a decision-making policy type thing. It's a club.
With outside.
Let's see if there's anything else there.
So then for 3.4.14, just 1.2? Or something else?
I think that's it. All right, I think we're done with that one, and that one is, they attended already, so that's complete.
And we had a partnership with student government for the good money.
And that's completed?
Yeah.
And then that's also increased satisfaction.
Yeah.
Okay, 10 minutes left. Doing pretty good.
We're doing very well.
Okay, Patty's an expert on this budget grant, so that she'll be able to
Okay.
zip through here.
All right, those are ongoing things, I believe. Do you agree?
I would imagine.
All right. And they will be hopefully cost saving for the college, reduce cost.
Okay.
These grants would
Are you
have,
here, Patty, Heather?
I'm muttering. I'm muttering. I'm muttering, sorry. I think they all work with reducing the cost for the college. As far as increasing satisfaction, I think a lot of these grants do provide us supplies and equipment that make it nicer for students. But I don't know how you guys feel.
So we'll have to read through.
Okay,
Well, let's start and see if they do or they don't.
all right,
specifically. So,
okay. Information shared about the grants that were available. It's just an informational thing. So that would be us being able to have input. So sharing the governance of the budget.
So 1.9?
Yes.
okay. 1.3 at all?
Which one are you talking about? 5? Yep. Yeah, it would also be that one. Do you see any other ones under standard 1 that would fit? You thought 1.3? Yes. Yes, definitely.
I don't really see any, just looking under resources. It's kind of different.
Yep. Yep, that one's been brought up. That's a good one. I think um, I think 5.1.
But are they sustainable?
Well, they aren't all, but there's more to that. They're sustainable, sufficient to ensure the achievement of the. But you're right. They might not be.
Measure with the resources of
We're now on resources standard 5. I think 5.2.
yeah. Because we're hiring staff and we're buying equipment, right?
Right. So 5.2 for sure.
I think, yeah, I think mine says two.
I think she's right.
I'm convinced.
I'm convinced 5.1 through 5.4, plus it's getting near the end and we're getting slap happy. Let's get her done. I think they do fit really well. It's definitely. Yep, I agree.
Okay, we'll add those. Okay, next one. Spreadsheets shared with faculty through screencast by email.
And now Barb invited more people to join the team. I think that fits that 1.9 again, was it, Stacy?
Yep.
Okay. And how about 1.3? Does that fit again? Okay.
Are we on sharing spreadsheets?
Yeah, so there's probably some technology thing.
Yeah, I would have to do that to you. We're looking to the sky for them to fall from. Barb is hoping they'll fall from the sky. Yeah, we're all looking. Yes, they are planning on more faculty if we get this new grant that's coming.
2.5?
That would work.
The grants don't specifically say, maybe under the first one, to September 3rd.
Yeah, I'm
where we
thinking.
have the LPN to ADN, but the other ones don't specifically say we're gonna increase enrollment at all.
Oh, you're right.
That we need to have more staff for.
It is how they're paid, though,
I
often.
know, but I think we're reading into it.
So
Okay.
it doesn't say that specifically.
All right, so we should leave that out.
Maybe we should find something about technology though, because it has something here about spreadsheets shared via screencast.
Okay.
11.5.13.
Operational and grant budget sheets.
Let's see, 2.10.
I think it would fit under the first one where we talked about the LPN to ADN program.
I can put that in parentheses.
I think 210 fits under the technology stuff.
We're still talking about that, sharing that spreadsheet via screencast. So we think we gotta put like 210 in because it talks about technology and. I don't know that it was given distance.
I was sent it out to all faculty by email so that they could view it. They wouldn't have to be on campus. You could stretch it.
Okay.
2.10.
Okay, Sharon joined the budget.
All right, okay, now we have 2.10 for which ones?
11.5.
Okay. And we had, let me make sure I have this right. You don't want 2.5 or 2.10 for 9.3?
No, just 2.5. Do
Okay.
you want 2.5 there?
That was the number of faculty.
All right.
That one fits in that one better than the other one.
Good. All right, and then this 11.5, Barb invited people to join the teams. You got 1.3, 1.9, 2.10. Anything under that 5 category? Not really. I was just sharing information. Okay, I'm sorry. Now I'm caught up.
No, I think we're on to Sharon joining the team.
That's 1 point. How about 1.3?
Yeah, if we're gonna have a community of interest.
1.2. What do you think of that one? Or is that iffy?
Budget is government.
Yeah, yeah, maybe. Yeah. They're thinking it's more employment based. They're thinking that might be a more employment based.
Maybe 2.8. With an oriented mentored in an area of responsibility.
That
She's
works.
getting a new
I think that that's
responsibility.
good. Is that what the one you were looking at is 2.8? Oh, yeah. I think 2.8, that looks good. All right, current wish list items presented, all encouraged to submit resources to Sally and Barb. Okay, so that fits the same ones. And I think, do you think resources fits under that one? No, not really. It's just more of a communication thing, isn't it?
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
now this might come under the next one.
Yeah, I'm
because
thinking
of the
so.
current funds.
Yeah. I'm gonna,
It is.
Yes, it is.
we're gonna finish just when we get this category done, I think. I can't stand leaving something undone. That close. You can mess with us. We can take it. We're just getting a little tired to respond quickly. I like it. Yep, I do too.
You think all of them? All of standard 5? Do you think that applies to that last one in that budget grant team category?
We're going with it. It's done.
I don't know if she's convinced.
It just means that we're not buying anything until we know what grant money comes in or not. Then we can prioritize which pile of change we take it from.
A whole lot of jargon.
Yeah. Does, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
We are? Oh, June 3rd. I'm thinking July 3rd. Never mind. Yeah. Yep, you're in clinical. I don't think we'll be going that long. Unless you wanna, we can wait until 3 though. It's up to the lead instructor here.
3 o'clock? That's next Tuesday. Right?
Yeah, after we have all of our exams.
Yeah, it's okay. I don't care, I'll be here anyway.
Well, we're just gonna do it. A Microsoft Communicator. So Heather, you can do that at home, right?
No, oh, maybe. Oh,
Okay.
okay. Okay,
I can do it at home, right, Patty? Or I
if it's on your
I
computer,
can't do it at camp. That's what you talked to me on at home that day, right?
yes.
Okay, because I'm better on.
You got a laptop that's from school.
Unless it's all pooped out.
So we're talking about meeting at 3 instead of 12.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes. And Stacy, we don't have you up on that system yet, so I'll let you use my computer or one of these laptops. I know I'm muttering, I'm sorry.
I can. The only conflict I may have is if boys make playoffs, and then I'll let you know on Friday for sure.
If it doesn't work, we could use Adobe Connect this time and record the meeting.
Then I'll have to come here.
No,
You can be home with Adobe Connect. Anybody can be home.
No, let's just change next week to 3 o'clock. And we'll make it work.
Well, but if that comes up with your kids, we can just do it on Adobe Connect, record it, and then.
Okay, we can do it at 3 unless Stacy might have a conflict and she'll know after Friday. So she will email us and let us know if it's gonna work or not. Okay. And if it doesn't work to go with the 3 o'clock time, we just ask if you were having any problems with your students in clinical. Okay, and then so if something comes up, then just let us know before then so that we can get it in the notes. Okay. 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 Just so we get that. Okay.
Yes, thank you.
What'd you say?
She said she's not gonna meet with us unless something changes.
Okay. So we'll. Yeah. Then so we'll plan on just leaving it at 12. Okay. Oh, that'd be good. Okay, thanks.
All right.
Okay, sounds good.
I want to clarify.
I'll make a note of that, Heather. I've already got it in red.
I have. I want to clarify that the last thing we talked about.
Thanks,
See ya.
Heather.
Yeah.
Bye, Heather.
As they should be. But, are they asking, do they need any clarification on anything, or?